Asta.
Georgia is not just a legal stage for former President Donald Trump this week. It's also a political stage now and in the future. Georgia is such a key political battleground going into 2024. It has a Republican governor and 2 Democratic senators, so both parties will be competing for Georgia voters, all as this unfolds in the Georgia courtroom.
Officials on Maui have released a list of the names of 388 people still unaccounted for after this month's deadly wildfires. Correspondent Ben Tracy is on the island.
Maui's police chief says deciding to release this list of names was not an easy thing to do, but they are hoping that some of the people that are on it are still alive, and this number of the unaccounted for will drop even further. In the meantime, the search for remains in Lahaina continues.
Confirmed death toll 115. Local reports say at least 5 people have been killed in a massive line of severe thunderstorms in Michigan. The weather is something rarely seen in the state. Meteorologist Jim Cantori at the Weather Channel.
Storms rolled across Wisconsin and Illinois, right through Detroit and right through Cleveland, and they're still going on this morning all the way to the eastern seaboard.
More than 650,000 customers have no power right now in Michigan and Ohio. Police in Southern California say the gunman who killed 3 people at a well-known biker bar was a former officer who drove all the way from Ohio to confront his estranged wife. She was shot in the face but survived. Correspondent Carter Evans from L.A.
The sheriff says Marie Snowling is now conscious and speaking.
Her status seems to be improving somewhat significantly.
I was alone, so I was very scared.
Jacqueline Bass managed to escape to a nearby fire station.
I lost my daughter less than a year ago. I take care of my grandchildren, and I kept thinking I was so close to being gone and not there for them as well.
Gunman died in a shootout with police. The head of Spain's Soccer Federation is defiant after a controversial kiss at a World Cup celebration.
Ahead of a key meeting, the word was Luis Rubiales was going to step down. But afterward, on the BBC,
the head of the country's football federation has said he won't resign.
Rubiales has been under fire since kissing a Spanish player on the lips after the team's Women's World Cup win. The player said it was unwelcome. Online reaction was strong. At the Federation's General Assembly meeting, he said, quote, "A consensual peck is enough to get me out of here. I will fight to the end." Steve Kathan, CBS News.
This is CBS News.
Hire with minimal effort and max speed with Indeed. Their hiring solution platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Labor Day savings start now at Lowe's. Get up to an additional $1,500 off select major kitchen appliances. And save $100 off select laundry pairs, priced $1,396 or more. Plus, pick up the latest DeWalt PowerStack 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery kit and get a select Bear tool free. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 8/30. Appliance savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details. While supplies last.
The extracurricular activities, the traffic, the nightly homework, the traffic, the finding time to eat dinner together as a family, the traffic. Back to school can be stressful. Thanks to Ziploc, meal prep doesn't have to be. New Ziploc bags with Stay Open design have a patented stand-up bottom that helps keep the bag upright and a top grease that folds and holds for easy filling, unlocking a second set of hands in the kitchen. If only it unlocked a second set of lanes. New Ziploc brand freezer and storage bags with Stay Open design from S.C. Johnson, a family company.
The Good Neighbor Network, FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and online at WGNSradio.com. This is the Roundtable. A look at the news, views, politics, and people that are shaping Rutherford County.
Good morning, everybody. Scott Walker. And folks, Johnny B coming to you here. Did I hear you say, I was waiting out in the, I call it the blue room out there, but it's, it's kind of like the green room in common parlance, but I must have misunderstood you saying something about it being 107 degrees today. Did I misunderstand?
The heat index could be as high as 107 today, yeah. Pretty warm.
Wow. Is that the hottest day we've had? This is probably the highest heat index we've had all year, I would think.
I'm not sure. It may be.
So what does that go into? Actual temperature, humidity, what? Do you know what goes into all that stuff? I mean, I know you're
a bunch of magic stuff like humidity and the actual heat outside. I don't know exactly what makes it.
But I tell you what, be wary. Don't go out and be crazy today is the point, right?
That's right. Don't go on a long bike ride or jog if it's
That's
107.
Right. And I've got an Avent Lane is here. Hey, Avent, how you doing?
John.
Good to see you, my friend.
How you doing, buddy?
Doing okay. And Mickey Gannon's not with us today.
Where's old Mick?
Well, today's his first payday, and since summer, he said, and that money is burning a hole in his pocket. So he's too busy spending his paycheck to come. But before I forget, dear friend that he is, he and his group, is it Rocking Country?
Yeah.
Are going to be at Sophia's in Woodbury tonight. And then tomorrow from 3 to 4 p.m., they're playing at the Milton Tractor Show. Milton Tractor Show.
Oh, yeah, that'll be good.
So, folks, you want to hear some fantastic music?
Yeah.
Go hear our buddy Mickey and his guys Outlaw Country at Sophia's tonight, and then tomorrow, 3 to 4 at the Milton Tractor Show. Do you have gigs this weekend, Ava?
Well, got City Cafe tomorrow.
In the morning, right? It's in the morning.
And then going to do the jazz wind down Wednesday at Seasons on Wednesday.
Excellent.
Starts at 4:30. They have wine special on wines and food and stuff.
Excellent. That's good. And Mickey was really praising that. He went to the first one I think you had. He was saying how good y'all were.
Some good Carco Clavet's playing guitar and Jeff McCone playing
I don't
drums.
want you to get the big head, Avon, but
yeah.
I'm impressed. As a musician now, you outshine almost everybody I know. You can play country, rock and roll, jazz. You've even played with the symphony.
A little.
So, man, you're incredible. So
I don't know
folks.
about that. I've just been around a long time.
Well, this past Sunday, the first day of this week, we're celebrating. August the 20th would have been Jim Reeves' 100th birthday because he was born August 20th, 1923. In the state of Texas, I forget the town, but we all know about Jim Reeves and his incredible career, and passed away unfortunately at age 40 from the
plane crash. And
when he crashed a plane he was piloting by total pilot error. Was a shame.
That plane crash, I was in the Civil Air Patrol as a kid.
I remember you telling me that.
And we searched, and when they found him, man, it was like he was right there, but we could, nobody could find him the way.
It was real wooded over there.
Real wooded,
and
yeah.
I think it took something like 42 hours.
Yeah, it took a while to find him.
It was wild, but
that's such a shame.
The shame is he flew into a thunderstorm in the whichever direction. It doesn't matter. I may have it wrong, but the air traffic controller instructed him to turn right out of the storm. Instead, he turned left, thinking he could follow Franklin Road back to the airport or land on Franklin Road, and less than a minute later. But we're going to kind of pay tribute to him. I did it on Facebook, and this will be a repeat. Hey, to all my Facebook followers and all you wonderful WGNS loyal listeners and sponsors, thank you. So we're going to start out with his first number one. Actually, it was second number one. First one was called Mexican Joe. But the second number one came in 1954. Mexican Joe was in 1953. But this song's kind of interesting. Why Jim Reeves would record it, but it's an interesting song. It's entitled Bimbo.
Yeah, great tune.
Bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie-o? Bimbo is a little boy, he's got a million friends, and every time he passes by, they all invite him in. He'll clap his hands, slap his things, talk his baby talk. With a hole in his pants and his knees sticking out, he's just big enough to walk. Oh, Bimbo, Bimbo, where you gonna go, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, what you gonna do, yo? Bimbo, Bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie-o? Bimbo's got two big blue eyes. He's like, let's stay with me. My eyes are not working this morning.
Yeah, it's kind of faded, isn't it?
It is. Bimbo's got two big blue eyes that light up with the stars, and I'm going to like them being bunks and bars. Cracker Jacks, bubble gum will start his day off right. And all the girlies follow him, just begging for a bite. Oh, bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go? Oh, bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do? Oh, bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie? Oh, bimbo, bimbo, candy on your face. Oh, bimbo, bimbo, chasing all your Gumby. Oh, bimbo, bimbo, when you gonna grow? Everybody loves your little baby. Oh, has an extra different chorus there.
Yeah, a little different.
I just missed that. Woo! This thing is really faded, folks. Sorry. You never catch him sitting still. He's just the roving kind. Although he's just a little boy, he's got a grown-up mind. He's always got a shaggy dog a-pulling at his clothes. And everybody calls to him as down the street he goes. Oh, bimbo, bimbo, where you gonna go? Oh, bimbo, bimbo, what you gonna do? Oh, bimbo, bimbo, does your mama know that you're going down the road to see your little girlie? Oh, bimbo, 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 bimbo.
Hey, bimbo. Where you going, bimbo?
My apologies, folks. I might should have brought some cheaters in here this morning.
Yeah, it goes from nice and dark to...
Yeah, and that I should have darkened that printer when I got here this morning and printed off new copies. But great to be here anyway. Even always a pleasure to be with you. Appreciate that. So, the following year, 1955, he had a number 4 hit, which also would be an odd song when you think back on Jim Reeves early in his career, the songs he chose to record. But he managed to have great success with some of these songs, which I think a lot of folks might have passed on who had maybe been more established. But this was very, very early in his career, and he kind of had an eye to pick out some songs that I think a lot of folks would go, I would never record that.
Well, the title of it is bizarre.
Yeah, Yonder Comes a Sucker.
That sounds like some kind of spaghetti western or something.
And
duck, you sucker.
Well, given the right world, though, I wonder if some of our folks out there actually remember this song from way back in '55. Can remember hearing it at the time. That would be interesting to know. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal. Yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal. And she's gone, gone, gone. And she's gone, gone, gone. And I bid her my last farewell. I fell in love with a pretty little thing. I thought that wedding bells would ring. She was as sweet as she could be, till I found out what she did to me. Railroad, steamboat, river and canal. Yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal. And she's gone, gone, gone. And she's gone, gone, gone. And I'll bid her my last farewell. I asked her mother to let her go. She whispered, Mother, please tell him no. Though he may think that I am true, there are plenty more who think so too. Oh, railroad, steamboat, river and canal. Yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal. And she's gone, gone, gone. And she's gone, gone, gone. And I'll bid her my last farewell. Now I won't cry my life away. Some other sucker will have to pay. And when he finds that she is gone, I guess I'll hear him sing the song. Oh, railroad, steamboat, river and canal. Yonder comes a sucker and he's got my gal. And she's gone, gone, gone. And she's gone, gone, gone. And I'll bid her my last farewell. Yes, I'll bid her my last farewell.
She's gone, gone, gone.
You know, even
Yo.
I usually don't brag on myself. You know that. I
No, never do.
And I hate to brag on this.
It's just
But I bought this puzzle, and I finished it in under a week. And on the box, it said 2 to 4 years.
Well, good for you.
Yeah, I thought that was incredible. That's what the box said, 2 to 4 years, and I got it done in about 5 days. It was incredible.
Oh, John.
Oh, me.
That sounds like a Nene.
A Nene. One of Nene's kids, yeah.
Nene's kid.
So, a number 3 hit from 1957, and he's getting ready to explode with, in this same year, later this same year, 1957, Jim Reeves, with one song, became an international star with one song, and it's coming up after this one. But
did you know he wore a toupee?
Oh yeah, I tell you,
it was a good one. Cause
you know what I've always said? There's 2 country stars that are the
extreme of
the extremes, the dichotomy of toupees. Jim Reeves has the best toupee I've ever seen in my life, and Hank Snow had the worst I've ever seen. But I saw on YouTube an interview by Jim Reeves' manager, the man who managed him when he first started. And he said, Jim, you've got a choice to make. You either choose to wear a toupee and wear it the rest of your career, or never start one, because you cannot, you can't add it later.
Right.
You've got to make that decision now. And Jim Reeves went with the toupee. He said, y'all, you can't just wear a hat all the time. But he went with that toupee, and I have to admit, I'd say the average person did not know that was a toupee.
That was a good toupee.
It really was. And wherever, Hank should have splurged a little more. I noticed Hank did gray his as he got older.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Jim Reeves never had to do that. God rest his soul, dying at age 40. But this is a great song here. Oh, by the way, David.
Yeah.
Speaking of jokes, I was thinking, I'm gonna get your help today. I want to help you learn how to think about and come up with jokes. Okay. I say, for example, I know a lot of jokes about the unemployed, but none of them work. So.
And there you go.
Am I losing you? Are my fears coming true? How I wish I knew. Am I losing you? Is your love really true? Is there somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I losing you? Are my fears coming true? How I wish I knew. Am I losing you? Is your love really true? Is there somebody new? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Am I too blind to see what's been happening to me? Every road has a bend. Will I be sweetheart or friend? Will the sweet things you do be for somebody new. Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Tell me what to do. Am I losing you? Great song. Jim Reeves wrote that song, Avon. And he was quite the accomplished songwriter, too. A lot of folks never gave him credit for that. So,
where did he live exactly in Nashville?
Well, he lived in Brentwood, and which is why I think there was an airport out there. Is there an airport out there somewhere? I can't understand. When I read an account, it said he was trying to follow Franklin Road back to the airport. So I don't know where that could have been. Cornelia Ford, perhaps.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
But, it was interesting. Marty Robbins lived in Brentwood at the time, and he heard the crash.
Oh, man.
And called it in to the whatever authorities it was, and which kind of initiated the search. And he was searching. Roger Miller was searching. Several other country stars spent the better part of 2 days.
Yeah.
Attempting to find him, like you said. So how old were you then when using that Civil Air Patrol in your group?
Well, I was in high school,
so
I guess. What year was that?
1964.
So I'd have been a sophomore in high school.
You were about 16 then.
Yeah. Yeah, we had the Civil Air Patrol. It was a great organization down in Smyrna, but the air base was still going.
Oh, yeah.
Seward sponsored the Civil Air Patrol.
Air Force Base. Brian Barrett has invaded our space.
Which Air Force Base did you say?
Seward.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Seward?
I don't, but I hear he was a nice guy. Oh, the air base.
The air base.
No, I do not.
My dad was actually, a World War II pilot, then went in the Army Air Corps, changed into the Air Force, and he stayed in the reserves, retired as a colonel. He was the reserve base commander at Seward at one time.
Really?
Yep. So, folks, we're going to take a break here. Here's hear from some of our glorious, wonderful sponsors, and be right back.
Hi, this is Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. You might know me as the voice of the Blue Raiders, but I want to be your trusted advisor in real estate. Whether you're buying or selling, it's time to choose Chip. Do you have a growing family and need to upsize? Are you an empty nester now and need to downsize? Are you thinking of selling your current home but just worried you can't find something else? Well, it's time to choose Chip. I'm looking to be your trusted advisor in real estate. I'm Chip Walters with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
The Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street, across from the tall NHC building, is an upscale boutique thrift shop. Proceeds from sales benefit Greenhouse Ministries, a faith-based nonprofit serving the underserved here in Murfreesboro. The Garden Patch offers competitive prices on name-brand clothing, furniture, large appliances, household items, toys, and more. Shopping at the Garden Patch helps Greenhouse Ministries inspire, give hope, and change lives. The Garden Patch Thrift Shop on Spring Street in downtown Murfreesboro.
Hi, I'm Larry Castelli, and I love living at Adams Place. It's very friendly. Everyone here seems to want to make friends and be your friend, and the staff is fabulous. Betsy, who's the director of activities, is fabulous. And she's always having something going on. We have music at least once a week, wine and cheese, and there's all sorts of different type of activities. I would highly recommend Adams Place.
This is Good Neighbor Events with Bart Walker. Brought to you by the offices of John Day and AmeriCare Pest Control.
I've got pests. AmeriCare is Rutherford County's #1 choice in pest control, and it's simple to see why. After calling 893-7111, their staff came to my house 8 years ago when I had an insect problem. They looked at the situation, showed me the areas and what they'd recommend to resolve the problem. After treatment and with quarterly checks, I'm bug, critter, and creepy crawly free. Thanks, AmeriCare.
Call the best of the best to get rid of your pest.
AmeriCare, 893-7111.
WGNS encourages you to shop local. Let's patronize our local family businesses. Over the decades, our local seniors have expanded their knowledge on various subjects. Adventures in Learning is coming up September the 11th, 18th, and 25th. This class is open to the entire community, and several churches are sponsoring it. One of the classes this year, Remembering 9/11. Adventures in Learning also covers Rutherford County history, or how to use your iPhone or iPad. All of this and more on 3 separate Mondays. That's at First United Methodist Church. In fact, this week is the last week to sign up. Don't miss that one. And speaking of signing up, it's time to sign up for Garden Basics. This class is taught by our local master gardeners. Garden Basics is taught at the Lane Agri-Park September the 28th for 5 different Thursday evenings, and it's only $50 a person. Space is limited, so you need to sign up at the Lane Agri-Park now. For more Good Neighbor events, check our website, WGNSradio.com.
Good Neighbor weather. A heat advisory is in effect for the forecast area. Sunny skies this afternoon, a high around 100 degrees. Tonight, mostly clear, low near 74. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki on News Radio WGNS. Currently, it's 77.
Broadcasting from the Middle Tennessee Electric Studios, MTE serves members with more than just electricity. Their community outreach team works with schools, parents, and students to provide engaging and unique learning experiences. MTE serving to make life better since 1936.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back, folks. Johnny B with you, Ava Lane, and Brian Barrett here. While we got Brian, let's take advantage of this moment here. Maybe I can get both you guys, get your minds fixed where y'all can be more comedically receptive. Okay?
Comedically receptive.
More comedically receptive.
I can be receptive. Who's doing the comedianing?
All right.
Comedianing.
Okay.
I like that.
All right, let's begin with this. Think about parallel lines. They have so much in common. So it's a shame that parallel lines have so much in common, it's a shame that
they never meet.
You see there? Ka-choo. They will never meet. Okay, so how about this?
And you needed me here for that?
So Brian, give a brief description of an acorn.
Okay. It's a round... It's a nutty thing.
See, here's what you should have said.
Okay.
In a nutshell, it's an oak tree.
And a blind hog gets one every once in a while.
All right, one last try. Why is it so hard to organize a hide-and-seek tournament?
You can't find anybody.
Good players are hard to find.
Oh, okay.
So,
wow.
In 1957, Jim Reeves...
Exactly, that's what I was thinking,
Moving
Brian.
on.
Wow.
In 1957, Jim Reeves released Four Walls, and it became an international sensation. #1 in Norway. He was huge in Norway, and he performed live over there. And you can find those on YouTube. That audience Norwegians loved him. And Not sure why that particular country, but this was an international sensation. And out where the bright lights are glowing, you're drawn like a moth to a flame. You laugh while the wine's overflowing, while I sit and whisper your name. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, closing in on me. Sometimes I ask why I'm waiting, but my walls have nothing to say. I'm made for love, not for hating. So here, where you left me, I'll stay. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, they're closing in on me. One night with you is like heaven, and so while I'm walking the floor, I listen for steps in the hallway, and I wait for your knock on my door. 4 walls to hear me, 4 walls to see, 4 walls too near me, they're closing in on me, they're closing in on me. Incredible song. I didn't write down who wrote that, and I forgot. I'll have to look that up because now I'm curious myself. I did know that, and I forgot. So another more lively, jovial tune is the song he came out with the following year, in 1958, called Billy Bayou. Or is it Billy Bayou? I think it's Billy Bayou. The more I think about singing it.
Billy Bayou.
Billy Bayou. Let's see if that's the right tempo. Avent, your upright bass is named Beatrice. Does your electric bass have a name? It's a male, right? Fred? Is it named Fred?
Well, it's got an F in it.
Oh, it does? Okay. Fender?
Fender.
Okay. Fender Bender? Back about 1800 and some, a Louisiana couple had a red-headed son. No name suited him, Jim, Jack, or Joe. They just called him Billy Bayou. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. Billy was a boy kind of big for his size, red hair and freckles and big blue eyes. 13 years from the day he was born, Billy fought the battle of the Little Big Horn. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch what you say. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. One sad day, Billy cried, ho, ho, I can lick the feathers off of Geronimo. He started off, the chief got mad. This nearly ended our Louisiana lad. Billy, Billy Bayou, watch where you go. If you're walking on quicksand, walk slow. Billy, Billy, buy your watch, what you say? A pretty girl will get you one of these days. One day in 1878, a pretty girl walked through Bill's front gate. He didn't know whether to stand there or run. He wound up married 'cause he did neither one. Billy, Billy, buy your watch, where you go if you're walking on quicksand? Walk slow. Billy, Billy, buy your watch, what you say? A pretty girl will get you one of these days. Here we go. Billy, Billy, buy your watch, where you go if you're walking on quicksand? Walk slow. Billy, Billy, buy your watch, what you say? A pretty girl will get you one of these days. A pretty girl will get you one of these days. A pretty girl will get you one of those days.
Billy, 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 Billy,
Yeah,
Billy.
once I sang it, I know that's the way he pronounced it. Billy Bayou. That sounds like, without even looking there, who do you think wrote that song? Who does it sound like?
Jimmy C. Newman.
No, but it's not a bad guess. That's because he was a Louisiana boy. That's a pretty doggone good guess, Avon. I didn't think about that. It was actually written by Roger Miller.
Oh, okay.
And that was 1958. But if we thought that, there's something about, Jim Reeves recorded for RCA, and Chet Atkins was his producer and kind of his, you can't say a mentor because Chet Atkins wasn't a vocalist, but in terms of the music industry and guiding Jim Reeves into songs and how to sing, he offered some incredible advice. One of the most incredible things he advised Jim Reeves to do, because Jim can, if you listen to his earliest songs, they're up here.
Mm-hmm.
He considers himself a tenor, and Chet Atkins said, I want you to lower your songs an octave and sing as a baritone. And that made all the difference, because you can hear Jim Reeves in your head right now. That
nice
singing it down lower.
Smooth baritone.
And he owed that to Chet Atkins. Think about it. He was brilliant. Chet Atkins was absolutely brilliant, which we'll talk about here in a second if we get to it, where he kind of made a mistake, but made up for it. But boy, if Four Walls was huge, this song eclipsed it, and this truly was an international sensation. And written by Joe and Audrey Wilson. And here's what happened. You notice that in paren there, Joe and his wife Audrey Wilson wrote this song.
Mm-hmm.
And his nickname for her was Low Talker, because she talked real quietly. And they were actually talking. They were in different places one day, talking on the phone. And he may have been on a payphone, or she may have been on a payphone. Maybe they were both on payphones. But he kept telling her to speak up. He said, darling, put your sweet lips closer to the phone. Literally. And they both of the bell went off in both their heads at the same time, and there came the song.
Yeah, exactly.
And it turned into He'll Have to Go. And I think they wanted the original title. I'm not sure how it morphed into this. I think the original title may have been Put Your Sweet Lips Closer to the Phone, but it was shortened way down to He'll Have to Go, which made a lot of sense. And the Anita Kerr singers were singing back up on this one. This is the Nashville sound. Jim Reeves was the pioneer of the Nashville sound. You remember that concept, remember that genre within the genre coming on, the Nashville sound.
Anita Kerr singers they were the hot backup group. I've got a couple albums just for the Anita Kerr singers.
Yeah, Anita Kerr herself, she was awesome. And even times, she worked real closely with Chet Atkins and RCA. Even there's times that even when she and her singers were not on the recording, she kind of co-produced and advised on how the recording should go. The music. She had this musicality brain, and incredible. So here we go. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low. And you can tell your friend there with you
he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me too? Or is he holding you the way I do? Though love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can't say the words I want to hear when you're with another man. Do you want me? Answer yes or no, darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. You can't say the words I want to hear when you're with another man. Do you want me? Answer yes or no, darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend we're together all alone. I'll tell the man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Please tell your friend there with you, for he'll have to go. Wow.
Yeah.
That was not only number one country hit, it was number 2 on the Billboard pop charts. So that's a pretty rare feat, There's been several that have been number 1 on both, but that's pretty awesome to get to number 2 on the pop charts, just if you had nothing else. But it was number 1 country, number 2 pop, and I forget how many straight weeks. It was a bunch of consecutive weeks. I guess has to be his biggest hit. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah,
of all his songs,
I would say so.
I'm pretty sure that had to be his biggest hit.
Tell the friend there with you, he'll have to get out of here.
Yeah. It's kind of odd when you think about it.
Yeah.
That she's actually talking to him while she's with somebody else.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
you gotta think, what's the other guy thinking? But it's a great song. And we're tuning, folks, because we care. Even you tune by your phone, don't you?
Yeah.
You did this morning.
Sometimes.
Here we go. Okay. I know that it's hard to think of this song when we're talking about 107-degree heat index today, and but I just love this song by Jim Reeves. I just love it.
Yeah, it's a great song. Did Marty cover this tune?
I don't think so, but I can't say for certain.
Yeah.
You're kind of, something's ringing in my head, and I'm wondering. I know he and Jim Reeves were friends, and there are some songs they both covered.
Yeah.
But we'll see. There's a blizzard coming on, and I'm wishing I was home, for my pony's lame and he can hardly stand. Listen to that norther sigh. If we don't get home, we'll die. But it's only 7 miles to Mary Ann's. Yes, it's only 7 miles
to Mary Ann's. You can bet we're on her mind, for it's nearly supper time. And I'll bet there's hot biscuits in the pan. Lord, my hands feel like they're froze, and there's a numbness in my toes. But it's only 5 more miles to Mary Ann's. It's only 5 more miles to Mary Ann's. The wind's howling and it seems mighty like a woman's scream, and we best be moving faster if we can. Dan, just think about that barn with the hay so soft and warm, for it's only 3 more miles to Mary Ann's. Oh, it's only 3 more miles to Mary Ann. Dan, get up, you ornery cuss, or you'll be the death of us. I'm so weary, but I'll help you if I can. All right, Dan, perhaps it's best if we stop a while and rest, for it's still 100 yards to Mary Ann's. Yes, it's still 100 yards to Mary Ann's. Late that night, the storm was gone, and they found him there at dawn. Oh, he'd have made it, but he just couldn't leave old Dan. Yes, they found him on the plains, his hands frozen to the reins, and he was just 100 yards from Mary Ann's. Oh, he was just 100 yards from Mary Ann's.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a good word picture song, don't you think, David Lane?
A ghost story too.
Oh yeah. I'm telling you.
Man, just 100 yards.
I can't remember the gentleman's name, but
there he is now.
There
Brian.
he is. Brian Berry's back, folks. I think that means, without gestures from Brian, I want to avoid those. We're going to take another short commercial break and be back.
If you can dream it, Farrah Construction can turn it into reality. Shop local, Farrah Construction Company. I'm Ron Hall. Investing in property can be nerve-wracking. It does not have to be. Farrah Construction offers high-quality craftsmanship, quick response, and attention to detail. Our goal is to keep your expenses low while focusing on our attention on high-quality services. I'm Ron Hall. Shop local. Let our family business help you. Farrah Construction Company.
This is Dr. David Morris with Magnolia Medical Center. Do you suffer from peripheral neuropathy in your hands or feet, burning pain, balance problems, and decreased quality of life? Magnolia Medical Center can help.
Magnolia Medical Center in Murfreesboro. Online at magnoliamedicalcenters.com.
Here at Bud's Tire, we make buying Michelin tires simpler. I'm Allison Mitchell with Bud's Tire Pros. We offer a straightforward approach to service, including nationwide warranties with every purchase. Stop in today to see our full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. For whatever you drive, Michelin and BF Goodrich have a tire to fit any need. Bud's Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed. We're located on East Main Street, exactly 3 miles from the town square, 1 mile past Rutherford Boulevard. Visit us online at budstireprostn.com.
Learn to make money 5 ways with rental real estate. Double your money with apartments and get your map to financial freedom. And that map starts with a free workshop. Sign up now at lifestylesunlimited.com. Click on the Join Free Workshop tab and attend online or in person. That's lifestylesunlimited.com. lifestylesunlimited.com. Again, that's lifestylesunlimited.com. Limited seating, unlimited potential.
Woodbury Road Baptist Church invites you to worship with us this Sunday morning at 10:45. If you can't make it in person, listen to WGNS Sunday morning at 10:15. Find out more at woodburyroadbaptist.org. We look forward to worshiping with you this Sunday.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's how. Step 1. Find out the amount of money you'll need to retire. Step 2. Have a plan to get there. Step 3. Make sure that plan can take advantage of market gains but protect you from market losses. Discover how to do all 3 with a free consultation at 800-508-6108. That's 800-508-6108.
All investments involve risk, including losses. Past performance does not guarantee future results.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. And they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces, and most are machine washable. Find Skechers slip-ins for kids or mom and dad at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
This is the Roundtable from News Radio WGNS on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and worldwide at WGNSradio.com.
And we're back, folks. Thank you so much. We're going to press on, and might not get all the rest of these Jim Reeves tunes in here, but I brought plenty of it. We're going to go with the song I love from 1962. But Mickey Gannon and the...
Hi, Mick.
What's their group's name again?
Rockin' Country.
Rockin' Country. They're going to be at Sophia's in Woodbury tonight, and tomorrow from 3 to 4 at the Milton Tractor Show.
Good country music.
Might see you tonight, Mick. Boy, these chords are really hard to see, Aiden. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that was a chord.
Adios, amigo. Adios, my friend. The road we have traveled has come to an end. When two love the same love, one love has to lose. It's you that she longs for, it's you she will choose. Adios, compadre, what must be, must be. Remember to name one muchacho for me. I ride to the Rio, where my life I will spend. Adios, amigo, adios, my friend. Adios, compadre, let us shed no tears. May all your mañanas bring joy through the years. Away from these memories, my life I must spend. Adios, amigo, adios, my friend. Adios, amigo, adios, my friend. Well.
Adios, amigo.
You remember that tune, David?
Yeah, that's a great tune.
We're gonna at least get to at least two more. I want to get to Distant Drums, so we'll see what we do here. But I love this is covered by a lot of folks, but nobody did this song better than Jim Reeves. All right, Micker. Welcome to my world,
won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Step into my heart, leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and it will be given. The key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Oh, knock and the door will open. Seek and you will find. Ask and it will be given. The key to this world of mine. I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Yes, I'll be waiting here with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Incredible song. I'll tell you what, we're gonna let's put "I Love You Because" off to the side for a minute because I want to get distant drums in because that's the one I referred to earlier. That this song was released 2 years after Jim Reeves' death, and it became not only his only #1 hit in the UK. It beat out a double A record by the Beatles, consisting of "Yellow Submarine" and "Eleanor Rigby." Those only got to #2. And this song became Song of the Year in Britain that year.
Wow!
But it was only recorded as a demo back before Jim Reeves, right before he died, because Cindy Walker, the songwriter who loved Jim Reeves, wanted it just for her own personal enjoyment. So it didn't have any overdubbing, any orchestral backing, and so with the Vietnam War raging and his popularity soaring, he had, I think, 5 or 6 posthumous #1s.
Yeah.
And Chet Atkins and the folks at RCA went in and got this song out, overdubbed, orchestral backing and voices, remastered it, released it, and became #1 in the U.S. and the U.K., but incredibly in the U.K. So 2 years after his death, distant drums. I hear the sound of distant drums far away, far away. And if they call for me to come, then I must go, and you must stay.
So marry, marry me, let's not wait. Let's share all the time we can before it's too late. Love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. I hear the sounds of bugles blow far away, far away. And if they call, then I must go across the sea, so wild and gray. So marry, marry me, let's not wait. For the distant drums might change our wedding date. And love me now, for now is all the time there may be. If you love me, marry, marry, marry me. If you love me, marry, for marry, marry me. Music history there. Boy, Brian's not back. Which song would you think we ought to do?
Let's see.
Let's skip over to the Blue Side of Lonesome, another posthumous #1, and I've got the B flat chart there for you.
Oh, okay.
Let's move over to that real quick. We'll go overtime. We're in overtime, folks.
You know, I never thought about it, but Jim Reeves, he kind of reminds me of Don Williams a little bit.
That baritone voice, yeah.
Clean.
Smooth, clean baritone. I tell you who reminds me of, even though they're really different styles, is Al Martino. They ended up recording a lot of the same songs, by the way. Al Martino. I think Al Martino had an incredibly smooth, wonderful voice. He was just kind of underrated, I think.
There's nobody out there that's got that kind of slot, you know, that.
Yep. So, folks, from 1966, Jim Reeves' fifth posthumous #1. His fifth posthumous #1. Incredible. I'm calling to tell you it's over. Yes, darling, you're now free to go. You're saying you're sorry you hurt me, but you hurt me much more than you know. You're asking me where this call comes from. Oh, I hope that you won't end up here. But if your new romance turns out a failure, well, here's where you'll find me, my dear. I'm just on the blue side of lonesome, right next to the Heartbreak Hotel, in a tavern that's known as Three Teardrops, on a bar stool not doing so well. The floor's got a carpet of sorrow, but no one can weep in the aisle, and they say someone broke the bar mirror with only the ghost of a smile. The hands on the clock never alter, for things never change in this place. There's no present, no past, no future. We're the ones who have lost in love's race. So I'm just on the blue side of a lonesome, right next to the Heartbreak Hotel, in a tavern that's known as Three Teardrops, on a bar stool not doing so well. I'm on a bar stool not doing so well. All right, thank you, wonderful folks. Brian, thank you. Avent, thank you, my dear friend.
Thank you, John.
Mecker, might see you tonight, buddy. Thanks for all you folks for tuning in on WGNS and all you Facebook followers. We'll see you, Lord willing, next week.